Hi guys, Karen here with another Creuset video. Welcome back to our channel and thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. We'd love it if you hang around and hit that subscribe button and join the family. And if you're one of our OGs, the original, hey guys, hey, thank you so much for returning. This is a fun video. I saw the title of the things that people wouldn't be doing in 2024, and I thought, wow, this also could apply to Le Creuset as well. Some things that I wouldn't be purchasing this year, not because of something that I don't like or what have you, but simply because there are some things that I likely would not be purchasing this year. And I thought the same way that I would share the things that that are on my wish list should be the same way that I share the things that aren't on my wish list and things that I probably will not be focused on this year at all. And not to mention the fact that if you are familiar with, a lot of our videos here, like I have I have quite a few pieces, Le Creuset items, to say the least. And so I don't really need a ton of stuff. Really, I don't. I think, I'm good to go. But there are some things that I was like, would I be purchasing that in 2024? Absolutely not. And let me know, are there things that you won't be purchasing from Le Creuset or even Stove this year in 2024? If so, drop that in the comments below. Some things that just don't pique your interest this year, or you're more focused on other things. And I'm going to give you reasons behind it too, so don't worry about that. But so let's get right into it. I'm not going to keep you guys long today on this glorious holiday. Getting ready to go hang out with the fam, and so not going to keep you guys. So first up is the traditional skillet. Right now is part of the winter savings event. It was $175, but now it's on sale for $99.99. That's the 9-inch. So I tell you why. This is even on the radar for something that I will not be purchasing in 2024. So during the holiday, my daughters were all here having a great time. They were cooking together. Yes, prepare yourself for this story. You're going to need a cup of tea for this one, a strong cup of tea. So anyway, they were in the I have, if you hear something in the background, I do have company this morning. So anyway, they were in the kitchen having a great time socializing together and cooking, right? But one of my daughters decided she wanted to use the skillet, which is fine. They can use whatever. And she used the skillet and she put it back on the counter in a precarious position. And by the way, if you've been watching long enough, it's the same skillet that the hubster had went through and meticulously cleaned. It got all the stains and everything off. So basically he refurbished it. Anyway, she put it onto the counter right next to one of my Dutch ovens, and then on top of that was an essential oven, and then behind that she stuck the skillet. Somehow, some kind of way, the skillet slipped and fell, dragging, don't ask me how this happened, dragging the Dutch oven and the essential oven with it, and it hit the floor. The Dutch oven was fine. It was the deep Dutch oven. That was fine. No nicks, no scrapes, no nothing. But the essential oven, it took some of the color off of the sides. It was one of the ones in nectar. So it took a little nick on the lid. It took a nick on the side, and it took a nick on one of the handles. But the skillet, the whole handle broke away. So poor thing, when she brought it to me, she was very, very, I can't even, she just brought it. She was like, Mom, and they were like, Mom, you got to come in and see. And And they were trying to prepare me, you know, by telling me the whole story and whatnot. And then when they saw it, she's like, I'm sorry, I'll replace it. And I was like, girl, it's okay. It's a thing. I will be okay. It's all right. And I was like, you know, it's fine. I still have a skillet, a Le Creuset skillet. I think it's a 9-inch one as well, but it has the lighter enamel coating. And I said, it's fine. She was like, do you want me to replace it? I was like, absolutely not. I had gotten all the use. I'm glad that I used it. And that's one reason why I tell people, use your stuff, because you don't know when it can be the last time you get to see that thing or get to use it. So definitely use your things, but the whole handle came away. There was no way that it could be put back together. And that was fine. It was done. And, you know, I was like, girl, go on about your business. You know, like, thank you for letting me know. And, you know, she felt so sad about it. And and it also, you know, I was like, well, you know, like, these things are really tough because, like I said, the deep Dutch oven in the color meringue had no damage to it whatsoever. The essential oven, like I said, it has a nick on the lid and on the handle, and I think off the side as well, but no damage to the inside or the inside of the lid. It's fine. It was just the skillet, but I will not be replacing that in 2024. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm good. And also, because sometimes that skillet, even before anything would stick, and I would have to coat the inside of the skillet in order to get things to not stick to it. So, yeah. So, moving on to the next one. The next one, let me know if you all had any issues or whatnot like that happen. Because I guarantee you, the more you cook, these things happen. You can either replace them, or, you know, if it's one of your favorites, or if it's something that you've used time and time again, and, you know, we got a lot of use out of that skillet, and I was just like, may it rest in peace for sure. It was done. It earned it. I mean, yeah, I can't sit there and be like, I didn't use it. I used that thing up. Next up is the traditional crepe pan. I think this is so cool, but I will not be buying it this year because I've sat and I've looked at it. It's part of the winter savings event. If you are interested in it, its original price is $184, but now it's currently on sale for $128.80. I have sat here and looked at it the whole time, but then I had to say to myself, how often do I make crepes? Not often enough to purchase it, for sure. It's really cute and everything, and it'll probably come up around again for the factory to table sale. That's probably when we'll see it again, but even then I had to say to myself, the likelihood of me using it is just, I wouldn't do it justice, and it would just kind of be sitting here and staring at me. So I was like, nah, no, won't be doing it. It's cute though, so if you're interested in it, check it out. Next up is the Brazer. Listen, if you've been here long enough, you know the Brazer is my favorite piece of Le Creuset anything. It's my absolute favorite. I just enjoy it. Outside of the chef's oven, it's my favorite piece altogether. But I have three. So I have 2 3.5 quarts, and then I have the 5 quart. And as I was taking inventory of things, you know, last weekend, I thought I don't need another Brazer at all. Not at all. I mean, even if they come out in the color bamboo, I still wouldn't need another Brazer in 2024 or probably thereafter. But we're focused on 2024 right now. So I was like, you know, I have the 3.5 quart, I have the 5 quart, and yeah, I think I'm good with Brazer. So no Brazer this 2024. No Brazer. But let me know if it's on your list. This one will surprise you because I had this one on the wish list. It's the oval Dutch oven. But the more I looked at it, the more I checked it out, the more I realized, like, in terms of cooking, I probably wouldn't use it that often. And I think the oval Dutch oven is really good. if you are making large quantities of things, or if you want to roast a chicken or a turkey, depending on which size you get, and all of that. But because I'm not roasting turkeys and I'm not roasting chickens and that sort of thing, and I also have other Dutch ovens that are just as big, or big enough for what I need, like soups and all of that, those things, then I was like, it doesn't make sense for me to purchase it. It would just be, and then I thought to myself, in this setting, would it be good for me to purchase the oval Dutch oven so that then you have, you're able to, speak about it, more eloquently, because you're using the item. Therefore, if you're practicing and using it and what have you, and incorporating it into your cooking, then yeah, you are able to speak about it. But then I thought, I don't think you have to have every pot in order to be able to speak about the pot and how you feel it may work, especially if you have pots around the same size or whatnot. I just think it's a different shape, and the shape is given to, like, roasted chickens and things like that. Also, I mean, if that's your first pot and you want it for chili and whatnot, certainly it works very well for all of those things if you have that. But I have the chef's oven, and I have the other Dutch ovens as well that are about 5.5 quarts, and then we have the round wide Dutch oven, so that's 6 3/4 quarts. Then I have the chef's oven, that's 7.5 quarts. So yeah, I was like, I don't need anything that size. And then last but not least, I don't know how I got to 11 minutes. I was interested in the bread oven for a hot second, and that was because it was on the Oprah's favorite things list during the holiday. But I think it's a fun piece. It's currently it's between $240 to $300. It's normally $300, but it depends on which color you want. There's some colors that are currently on sale for $240, so check that out. It's a fun piece for sure. But because I make multiple loaves of bread at one time, it just wouldn't be feasible for me to pull that out every time, because I'm literally making, when I make bread, I make probably about 7 loaves at once. So I do it like assembly line style. So if I want like circular shapes, I shape it into a circle, and then and I only want so many of those, and so then I have the different shapes, and making that bread for the week. So I thought to myself, it's fun, it's a fun piece, but would I give it the use that it deserves? Would I actually use it in a way that, like, do it justice? And I thought, no, I wouldn't do it justice. It would be a beautiful piece, in my home, but, I thought about, the only time I thought about purchasing it will probably be purchasing it as a gift, for someone. But other than that, I personally don't think I would do it justice, because I don't want to clean it. I mean, the way that I make the bread, I'm able to use cookie sheets and whatnot and put that and all that down. And I'm thinking, like, that's just one extra step. So I was like, nah, I don't think so. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are there some items that will not be on your 2024 list? Some things that you won't be purchasing from Le Creuset or Stove? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!